What's up, BPD fam? It is me, Big Papa D. Recently I released a video about the reasons that I wasn't going to do a reaction to Jason Aldean's Try That in a Small Town. Honestly, I recorded a video last night after I was on social media arguing with some people about the subject. It just hit me that I just didn't want that to be a part of my channel. But as soon as I released that video, I immediately regretted it. Because my motto from the start has been, I'm real. You get the real me, the real expression, the real, my real opinions. And, I even have a shirt that says, real recognizes real. And if I avoid things, censor myself, and just avoid, doing certain things, then that's not being real. It's not hard. It's not hard at all to get caught up in this. Your channel's doing well. You have a lot of subscribers that you didn't expect to get from the beginning. A lot of international subscribers. And I'm doing music, even though I love it, because like I said, I just love good vocals. Doing music that I didn't even expect to be doing. I didn't foresee doing when I started out. And it's easy to get caught up in the, I love how things are going, I don't want to do anything to mess that up thing. But if I'm not being true to myself, if I'm not being real, then what's the point in any of this? What's the point in doing any of this? I might as well be getting up, walking around a table, overreacting 10 seconds into a song. I might as well be reacting to music I've heard 100 times before, pretending like I never heard it. Like, oh, my new reaction today, first time reaction to the birthday song. I might as well be doing that. Because it's varying levels of the same thing, but it's basically the same thing. 1 second, guys. If I'm going to avoid reacting to a song, purely because I don't want negative feedback, or purely because I'm afraid what YouTube's going to do to me, then I'm not being real. I'm just as fake as everyone else out there. So with that being said, I just want my subscribers to know where my heart is. Everything I said in that video, other than the fact that I'm not doing that video, I 100% believe. I want everyone to feel welcomed here. But in feeling welcome, I want everyone to be able to express their feelings and opinions without being attacked nastily by anyone else. And I will police that as much as I possibly can. I just got a new moderator, James, and as soon as I figure out how to give him the ability to police my regular comments in chat, I'm going to do that. But I honestly, it's one thing about me is that I often think things and I just say them. So when I got seeing all the crap that's going on about this song, I just honestly got upset at both sides fighting over something so, it's not meaningless, but semi-meaningless. And I was just like, I just don't want that on my channel. But without discourse, without talking to one another, then things are never going to get solved. We're just going to pretend like, certain things, don't exist or whatever, then nothing's ever going to get solved. It's actually those honest conversations that we have to have with one another to move forward. If not, then there'll be, resentment, and there's not really true consensus if both sides aren't being honest with one another. So That being said, I'm not going to avoid topics like that. Now, I have watched that video 3 or 4 times, so I'm not going to react to it because of the fact that I don't react to things I've seen unless under special circumstances, like I'm with somebody else that hasn't seen it, or I was going to try to do that classic series. Problem with my classic series is every single time I put in a video, they got blocked. So a lot of those older bands don't like like us reactors. So that being said, like I said, I meant everything I said in the first video, other than the fact it's not even hindsight. Like I said, sometimes this has gotten me trouble a lot in my life. I'll literally, whatever I'm thinking, I'll say. And then when I get time to think about what I was saying or how I felt about something, and actually, I said that stuff last night, recorded a video last night, and as I was getting it ready to release today, I kind of had misgivings at that point. And then I released it, and then I watched it, and then I was just like, yeah, I'm missing the mark here. And that's one thing about me. I'm never afraid to admit when I'm wrong. And I think that not reacting to that song was wrong. But my reasoning behind it, once again, is I just don't want vitriol on this site. But for people on here that are on the left side of the aisle, and even people on the right side of the aisle, when I come up with things that you're not, both sides, everyone, just know where my heart is. Just know that I respect and love everyone. Just know that there's no malice in anything that I wish no harm towards anyone. I have no enemies on this planet. There's no one I hate. Because when people do you wrong, I have the ability to empathize with them and understand where they're coming from. I say when I was about 30, 35, I learned the people, or especially people around you, people you know, is to fairly and logically set your expectations for those people. And it's not a negative, pessimistic way to look at things. But a lot of times we run into problems when we have put higher expectations on people around us, and then they're just simply being who they are, and it disappoints us, and then we get upset about it. Like I said, I just want you to know where I'm coming from in the future. If I do videos that, and I've done some Tom McDonald, so I don't know why that didn't occur to me that I've done that. I haven't been overly, terrible about the situation, and I really haven't gotten any negative feedback because of it either. Just know where my heart's at. My heart is with togetherness, inclusiveness, at least sitting down and listening to the other side and trying to understand where they're coming from. People, we get to this point where we think the other side is evil, and for the most part, they're not. I mean, it's just, they might have ideas that we don't agree with. They might look at things from a different perspective that we don't understand or we don't agree with, but, most people aren't evil. Now, there's evil people out there. There is, but for the most part, if you're seeing someone today and they're saying something you don't agree with, they're not evil. They're not going to kill puppies. And, it is what it is. Just because someone's wrong doesn't mean they're a bad person. People can be wrong, and you can still get along. So I know I just don't want to be a part of all the hate and all the. I don't just want to add to the problem. The problem's bad enough, and I just didn't want to add to the problem. But saying that, there's going to be videos I want to do. I mean, I have a lot of conservative views, and there's some liberal views that the conservatives would hate. But I'm just an old. I don't even say that because I'm old-fashioned, yet I'm not old-fashioned. I'm a very complex freaking person, all right? So I'm going to have views. Just know where my heart is. If you take things what I say wrong, I wish you wouldn't, but that's your right also. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. I took that other video down. And this is going to happen if you're on this ride with me, is that, like I said, I say things sometimes without thinking them through. And then, but the one thing about that is that a lot of people do that are afraid to admit they're wrong, and I will immediately admit that I didn't think it through, and what I said wasn't exactly how I really feel. So, yep, I just wanted to do that and eat crow a little bit, and just let you know. Like I said, whenever you see from me, you know my heart, you know where I'm at. Peace and love. You'll see me again.